Check. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Life for Show, baby. Let's go. What a wonderful weekly candle close it is. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. And you know why it's so wonderful? Because we're all alive for it and together. And that's what matters. Shout out to everyone here with gratitude and the best attitude in the game. We will continue to find abundance no matter what happens every single day. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump today. We're going to break it down. Is this pump for real? Can we continue? Are the alts done forever? What is happening with the altcoins? We're going to break it down for you. We're also going to bring you some news like we do every single day. May God bless the lifers. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. That is your time. Without your time, we don't have a show. So let's jump on into it and break it down. And money is just flying into the market like I've never seen. Well, like I've seen it actually, but this is just unprecedented. Look at the speed of the Bitcoin, the Algorand, the Ethereum, the Litecoin. Someone brought these prices down so they could scoop it up and it looks like they are scooping it up behind our back. Something's going down today, and there's big money flowing into these coins all around the zone. This is pretty interesting to me. So there's money in here. There's something going down. Someone is getting paid. I'll tell you that. Someone's buying these altcoins at the lowsy lows. For sure. For sure. Anyway, you can see the money is just flowing in. I mean, it's insane. Look at that. Look at all that money over there. Like, I mean, over here and over there and over there. And it's flowing like into the thing, you know, and then up and over to this region here, there's the money. The money's going from here. It's going over there, into there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Bitty Bitcoin, if you were with me this morning, I pulled out this out of my left pocket now, but I pulled out this idea that we were in a bit of a kind of a bull flag almost, but I called it a symmetrical triangle, which it was to me, 50% chance we go up or down. But I said I opened up a long. Why did I open up a long? I was bullish for Bitcoin. Just like you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I was bullish for Bitcoin. Red Sox at the Yankees, old rivalry, 2-1 Yankees. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Just something, Twitter's got you, man. Shout out to everyone following me on Twitter. We're on our way to 15,000 Twitter followers. About to crack through that pretty fast. Our last few hundred has just been an absolute skyrocket up. Shout out to everyone following me. This guy was funny. I like this little rendition he did of Gary Chee. That was hilarious. You got it. And today, there's our 10% gain there. 27.7 up to 25.963. And we went up even higher. Bitcoin continued up even more. Eventually being a 15% trade. Which, hey, I will take 15% any day of the week. You give it to me all day long, baby. All day long. I don't know why it's so small, but it was 15% right there. Love and life. Shout out to everybody here. And that was a leverage trade made on the beautiful MEXC. All right. MEXC Global, the place to trade, the place where we all trade to get paid. All right. I like MEXC the most because the orders get filled the fastest. They don't let bots front run you with APIs. So it's a better exchange because you're actually trading with more people. People can run their own bots, but 0% spot maker and taker fees as well. I also get a beautiful commission. They take care of their people. They take care of everyone in the game. I think they take care of the customer. They take care of their back end, their front end. The people that I work with there are nice. I just have nothing else but great things to say about MEXC Global. Obviously I don't keep my entire life savings on MEXC Global, right? And or any exchange for that matter. Always diversify because you never know. But if I am going to trade, or maybe if I'm going to accumulate and send it to a hard wallet, I'm jumping into MEXC because I don't have to pay a fee. And when you don't have to pay a fee, I don't know about you, but that gets me pretty excited when it comes to trading because, I was looking at Coinbase today. The fee is out of control. You buy $500. Say you want to even just load up your USDC card, right? With maybe your PayPal account. They're taking 20 off the 500. I mean, that's insanity, right? $50 would be 10%. They're taking dang near close to 5%. Taking about 4% really of the transaction, which to me is greedy hands. You know what I mean? Just to get in the middle between you and your crypto. Shout out to Professor Alucard, man. God bless you. We love you. Thank you for being here and jumping on into the live. Shout out to all the beautiful souls here on the live. You know that we love you more than you would ever know. And we appreciate you more than you would ever know. One thing I'm obviously... Okay. Sorry. I just want to post a link to my trading group. In the trading group, it's been amazing. It's been an awesome place to be. It's been exciting. It's been fun. All right. And why is that? Well, because when the market dumps, we find a way to win and short the market. And then when the market pumps, we find a way to win and we long the market. So we've been short one night, we've been long the next. And so right here, join the trading group. If you keep getting rocked, if you keep losing money, if you want a group of people to learn from, if you're still struggling, jump onto the trading group today. Ask what a Fibonacci is. Begin to plan your trades days ahead of time. Look for support and resistance levels and really start taking it seriously. And we'll push you we won't let you take it mediocrely, right? If that's, you will get pushed in my trading group. You will get pushed to the limit. Nobody will say no. Like, people are always there for you to help you, to show you the way. it's going to happen. So just that's the one thing that I have to say. It's just the one thing that I have to say. It's the place to be. It really is. So if I were you, I would check it out as soon as humanly possible, at least for 1 month to see what goes on. And then if it's something that you want to do, you can continue to rock with us. So right now I'm just looking at one article that I want to bring up later, and I want to make sure it was the right one. So here, we have some bunch of things coming this week too that's going to change the way we look at the markets, all right? So Bitcoin, it did go up. It hit the target. Here was the target. How did I get the target? Sorry. How did I get this target? I took the length of this pole, right, which was the back end of the triangle, and just swung it to the upside. Figured we could probably hit the top of the channel. So lo and behold, that's exactly what we did. No, that is not a beer. Funny, people gave me beer because the soccer coach, the softball ended, and the parents were nice enough, and they handed me a bag of 4 beers. We're like, thank you, we really appreciate it. Very nice of them. Very nice of them. And then I gave them to my wife, and she gave them to somebody else because I was like, man, I would not drink these. But I did get tempted. I was like, oh, that'd be nice, just, you know. But then I was like, what's the point? So right now what we're watching is, so we got the move. You know, number one, we identified the shape, and the shape played to the upside, right? That's what, for me, that's all I ever want. If I identify the shape and the shape plays out, that's all I ever want, right? We got above this high volume node. We could easily gap through this gap to the upside. Right now, we're retesting inside of a bit of a flag here. So look, we're in this falling wedge again, and this has just a continuation move to the upside that would get us further up, break through these highs. We do have this huge, you know, this is going to be an area to contend with for sure. Once we get to this high volume node sticking out at 26,469 area, that's going to be, you know, that's going to leave a mark, as, you know, my man and Tommy Boy used to say. It's going to happen, right? So that's going to leave a mark, man. God rest his soul, man. Chris Farley, man, one of the funniest dudes in the game. Love for Chris Farley. Anyway, so only the Star Master in the garage listening to the live, going the whole live. Don't do 2 hours, Sammy. Shout out to Positive Journey on the Stairmaster, going the whole. Okay, we're going to keep you doing it for 3 hours straight then. Alt's going to be fine. Other countries are about to lift bans. China alone. Yep. Much love to you and yours. Dedication and desire. Love you too, Sammy and the Lifers. This will be crazy. This week's going to be crazy. We have CPI inflation data on Tuesday. Consumer Price Index, right? Which we hope, you know, was going to be, it was 4.9 in April. It's expected to be 4.1 for whatever reason. Things are getting more expensive, but they're trying to say that they're not. It's pretty interesting to me, but, you know, they have their ways of doing that. So right now we're watching this crazy wedge, to be honest. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It looks pretty nuts on the 15-minute, a little more narrow on the 1 hour time frame. 15-minute, it's like a wacky, chubby wedge. But the thing is, look, resistance, and we're hitting this area after a wick. We seem to be what's called SR flipping the zone, which is a support and resistance flip. All right, and we're still in this channel too as well. And might I add is that diamond, what we looked at as a diamond, seemed to play out so far like a diamond. So far, came in, squiggled, and we came back out. We went sideways as we looked at. We played this pretty well. You know, pretty spot on this whole time. We were going over this idea the last few days. So can we SR flip the zone? That's the question. You know, good time to take some profits at that top piece, man. You know, people were going to sell right there as well. So, and I know it looks like an insane little, like, you know, that's why I try to take away the older TA at least. We'll take away this pole too. That's kind of in the way. And we could like shrink these down so they don't look so intimidating. That would be beautiful, though. You can see what could be forming here, right? Is if we do something like this. Starting to make another symmetrical triangle, bull pennant type of feel, right? And look, there's the stop loss. Stop loss can be brought to break even now, or even profit could be taken. It's completely up to the person. And I put this out yesterday. Also, the main reason I put this out was the 8-hour time frame. That's the time frame that I'm really playing this on, is the 8-hour. 8 hours showing me the power, right? So we had a bit of a double bottom here, number one. And then technically, when I took the length, it was a swing down. But here we had a swing up on the RSI, and it told me that that was bullish divergence. The last time we had it this strong on the 8-hour, we did get a move to the upside. So that alone right there had me going, and that's bullish divergence on the 8-hour time frame. So far, we did get the pump. I would expect us to at least get to this high volume node and punch through the gap, but you never know. So far, so good for the 8-hour time frame. And now let's break it down for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I was gonna pass out. Oh my God. Just got off the lake for the weekend. It must be so nice to kick it at the lake. Super beautiful day. It was like 80 degrees, 84 at one point here in Massachusetts. Absolutely beautiful, stunning day. Stunning day. So, no good. So far, the weekly candle did close low, right? And I said, remember, I would switch bearish once that occurred. And I'm not a happy camper about it. I'm not in love with this idea, all right? It would have been so much nicer had we held the zone. However, it's not all doom and gloom. If next week can get back above it quick enough, if not, we're in for some nasty moves. And we'll watch the smaller time frames. The 15-minute will lose levels first. Like, let's go back to my previous chart. Like, we'll see this first. This will dump. Then we'll bearishly retest. Then we'll make some type of bear flag, and then we'll continue to the downside. So I'll be watching the smaller time frames for you to keep you involved, to keep you going. You know what I mean? And I'll be able to see what's going to happen, just like I saw today, and I'll be about 80, probably a little more % accurate. So deep breaths. Everything will be okay. I won't miss much, if any, and we will continue to slaughter the market no matter which way it goes. So you have nothing to fear. All you have to do is make sure that you sleep well, you work out, you take care of the mind, body, and soul, and you are good to go, my friends. You are good to go. And that's, everything else follows. Once you take care of the mind, body, and soul, everything else follows. All right? It's just strictly, that's how it works. That's how we do in this game. When in doubt, short your funny. Awesome candle close. This candle looks about as bad as the Celtics run and the Eastern Conference Finals. So whack what they did, right? What are your thoughts on Bitcoin dominance? We'll break that down and talk about it as well. So let's talk about the weekly candle close, shall we? So we closed below the 200 SMA, the level that I talked about. However, we're still inside the target, like the actual falling wedge. Like, we haven't, we've been strictly staying in the channel pretty nicely. We would need to see a bounce now back to the upside. 1 week, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 red weeks in a row for Bitcoin. So we opened at 27,122. The high was 27,402.79. The low was 25,351. That was that low price you could have snatched up Bitcoin for. And the candle would close at 25,937.02. It would go down $1,185.02. And that would be 4.37% loss on the week. So a nasty weekly candle. One of the bigger ones of the last 3 nasty ones, even though this one was the worst after the divergence there. But so far, since the high of 30,000, and some people are at that 28,000, they're still holding the shorts from here at 28,300. I'm telling you, man, there's still a lot of people holding these shorts. So let's take a look at the liquidations. Let's see who's going long and who's going short. Open interest right now is super short. Everyone, like 80% of traders right now, are short on the open interest. Tells me to be wary. However, just, one thing I do have to say is I've seen this as a bear flag before. And this exact shape, many times in my life, I've seen take a nasty dump to the downside. So I'm not going to lie to you and not act like this isn't bear flagging to me. Rising wedges break to the downside 68% of the time. We could come back to this level. I mean, we have strong support at the $25,400 level, 396, 350 area, really where we bounced. But, you know, I hate when you dump. I don't like when you dump and you have this up and down price moving through a rising channel many times. That produces a loss of the downside. That measure move would be 24,625. All right, so not saying that's happening. I'm just letting you know that I do see that, and I've seen that break down many times. Again, the smaller levels will come. We'll bearishly retest. We'll lose certain areas, and then that will begin to happen. So I don't think we have to freak out just yet, but that's just one thing that I see happening, or that I want to discuss on the day, right? Okay, so 15-minute is trying to bounce to the upside, and we'll go back to the bigger idea. But what I'm going to really talk about is just this SR flip idea here, that we have this major resistance zone, and we're using it as support here. And if we can continue to use it as support, we can get our way up out of here, right? And then maybe we even can consolidate into a bigger channel, something like this, right? Up and down for possibly another move further to the upside. So just a projection. You know, I'm not guaranteeing anything here, but just a projection on the move for Bitcoin. 4-hour did pump up nice. It didn't get a lot of love. It's still just crossing the line, so more could happen. 8-hour just getting started to the upside. The 8 hours, the time frame that I chose to play it. That was kind of the time frame that I chose to trade this on. So we'll see. Only time will tell. But we'll bring it to you every single day here on the channel live, and continue to feed you what you need, which is the information to help you succeed no matter what happens in the market. So what do I see happening tonight for Bitcoin? Well, I'm watching that 15-minute time frame here. I want to see this 15-minute, you know, basically stay above this zone that is defending right here. Otherwise, we're going to, you know, get a further move to the downside. I don't see any substantial idea. This could almost be an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Kind of an M pattern there on the 7-minute, but we seem to be kind of battling it after a low there to the upside. So it's interesting. And look, that's a swing down. While that's a swing up, there's a little bit of hidden bullish divergence too as well. So I don't see any really hugely bearish signs. Not yet. But anything could happen. Let's take a look at the CME gap. Looks like we got another one that we're going to look at too. Always seems to be another one every single time all around, right? We'll look at that CME gap for you. So right there, this is CME gap. Now, as you can see here on the 8-hour, there's one right there too that we just made 26,000. So when we get back tomorrow, you know, we're going to have to come down and close that gap, right? It's actually between 26.47 and 26.130. It would be nice if we could attempt to close the gap, you know, tomorrow. So gaps everywhere over here. But look, see that one happened. We filled it. You see, we filled it to the downside. 90% of gaps get filled. We have a bigger one. The biggest one is down here at 21,060, all the way down to like 25. And we have a big one here at 34,900 too. So we got two CME gaps. I put out the other day, which CME gap do you think we will fill first? All right. And we'll ask you here on the channel too as well. We'll start a poll here. 34,000 or 21,000. If I could spell, I can never seem to do that. Actually, I can spell, I just can't type. Welcome to the new viewers. Zero Allegiance, my man. Zero Allegiance, my man. Amazing to see you here becoming a member, man. From day one of my first subscribers ever in the game. God bless you, brother. Super awesome person. Super amazing to be here with you. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. What I can promise everybody here is that I'll be consistent. And honestly, that is the hardest thing that I can do. Like that's the challenge in life, is being here every single day, no matter what happens, staying straight on, staying ready to go. I bet everyone will pick the lower number, and that's why I'm long. We'll see what happens. So far, it is 62%. Saying that we will go down. A lot of people are are short right now. A lot of people are short. The open interest is huge to the short side. Everyone's convinced that we're going to the downside, right? Shout out to Lifer Adam, hardest working mentor in the game. I think we'll never fill this one at 21,000. Shout out to Peter Kuklowski. God bless you, brother. Kukulski. I still think that 25K is a mental number. I concur. Lifer friend concurs. I concur. Over here. And we're taking a look at BOOKMAP, letting that BOOKMAP load up in a second as we import the perp. And here we go. Let's let it run and see what's happening here for Bitcoin. A big ball is a big buy. A big red ball is a sell. If we can see more information one way or the other. And actually, this, there was a spoof market, big order down here. They kind of got gone. We might go a little lower here, 28 out, 25.8, but it does suggest that there's really just a battle for liquidity in the zone we're in. I don't see many orders too high or too low. Bring it into the smaller zones on a pip there. Could go, you do see a little more liquidity there than there, but it's not that much more. You know what I mean? And it could just be hopefuls that never get filled. So not a lot of data on BOOKMAP at the present moment. This is a heat map with an order book, just in case you want to know. And you can get access to Global Plus and, different amazing settings that they have, like the liquidation indicator that shows you where people are actually getting liquidated in the market. And also it's like a 1-second chart showing you in real time where the orders are. See the candles, see what's behind the candles with BOOKMAP. And they do sponsor the channel. I don't know if they sponsor the channel, but I get a commission from BOOKMAP. I love BOOKMAP, good people. I wouldn't associate with them if I didn't think they were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. So BOOKMAP, a trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what the candlesticks are hiding. Here you see candlesticks. Here you see order blocks, money, exchange movements, and heat. So check out BOOKMAP whenever you can. Link in the description below. Been a while. Is Sam still using 3 commas? No, we stopped using 3 commas a long time ago. A long time ago. The second I got that, I had an API issue, we got rid of 3 commas. Yeah. You can't use something that lets you down. Like, if you let me down one time, I'll never trust you again. Never in my life. We use Alt Trady, and we message the CEO of Alt Trady. Stay with the channel. You can see what we've been doing. We've done a lot of different things here. Yeah. Well, how could you use a platform that messed us over? Like, how? How could we do that? Doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? For me personally, like one time, you scream me one time, I'm done. You get it all here. TA, life, wisdom, persistence, humor, impression, announcing, music, jokes, sports updates. Lifer can do it all, baby. Much love. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Crypto Billy all the way from Antarctica. Shout out to Crypto Billy, man. We love you. And how was that trip to Antarctica? I heard you were out there chasing penguins, living with the dolphins. So the 30-minute looks ripe for a pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing out of this falling wedge. Aggressive moves here, looking spiffy. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a nice little pump here to the upside for Bitcoin. As we're SR flipping. Now you got the SR, the support and resistance traders. They're going to start scaling in here. We got the gap in the VRVP. I'd be looking for 26,400, 26,005 for a move to the upside. All right. The ice wall, baby. The ice wall. Shout out to Dustin Cava. Thanks for hitting your super chat. Your support is amazing. God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. Shout out to the new members here too. Shout out to everyone here. Heard Anchor has nodes in Antarctica. The blockchain in crypto can be anywhere. Anywhere you want. All the time. Shout out to Creighton C. We love you, Creighton. 30 Lifestyle 200. Shout out to every beautiful soul here on the live. If I could shout out every single one. Jeremy Amos. Zero Allegiance, Big and Tall. Master Effects, Brent Mohar, my man. After Hours Investing, Lifer Friend, GF Burke. Stravi Tips. And shout out to everyone that's chatting. Lifer Friend, a lot of chat. We appreciate that. Mr. Woof, 6'9". Ismaili Smith. Scorpion. Squeaky Clean. Jesse Bond. Adam Wild. Zuni Zaninga. That's a cool name. Notorious Nugs. Getting wicked over. That's funny. Tito Gaines. Gmail Brown. Wow. Crypto Keef. Isha Capital. Isha, we love you. Mystic Ruin. Mars Solo in the house. Creators Crypto in the house. Dave Roy in the house. All the members, we love you more than you would ever know. Timmy313, my man. Lavuvu Capitano. Ryan Smith, and the list just continues. Ryan1123. I don't leave everybody out, but we do this all night. Positive Journey. Hash Puppy J. Wow. Jimmy. Hash Puppy, I love that name. I see you a lot, man. In Due Time, I like that. Organic Autos Garden, my man. Sebastian Callaghan. Irish lad, man. Jean Remy Osiero. Radihim Banajeri. Bullish Bradley, my man. Stay bullish, Bradley. I love it. All right. Enough is enough. So I see a pump coming right now for Bitcoin out of this falling wedge to the upside. Aggressive move in the Stokes. I like where the RSI is sitting and the MACD wanting to make a bit of a turn here. I would not be surprised if we start seeing some green candles pop up here based on the support and resistance flip, the sketchiness, and how many people are short and may actually get basically kind of booted out of the trade. It might be kind of sad. We'll see what happens, though. I don't know everything, and we could dump to the downside, and I may be wrong. All right. We're just going to take a look at these liquidations. We're going to see how many people are long or short all around town. And so, I mean, we do see some more long stop losses here, pretty consolidated nicely. We also see some short ones, too, as well. They're pretty much evened out. If you might, a lot of shorts up here that could be easily rocked and wrecked. They already kind of brought the price down a lot in the last few days. So if the longs keep attacking, and above the high volume node here, and there's a gap. So there's a corroborating story. We could go higher, but there's still a pretty thick amount of people here. If you're new to this indicator, it's the M lapidations. All right, liquidation V2, and it's showing these are the 100x. These are the 25x longs, the 50x longs, and the 100x longs. This cayenne, and don't get me with the colors. I'm colorblind, so don't say a word. I believe this is like a bluish cayenne. This is like like a sand tan, and this is like a kind of like a mustardy orange, more like a honey mustard. Though, a little brown in there. Then you got the yellow, you got like the teal gray, and you got the blue. I think I did pretty good. This is the 25x shorts. 50x shorts, and the 100x shorts, the 50 and the 25. Further away is the 25s. In the middle there is the 50s, and right on the board are the 100x leverage people kind of all around the zone. So these are the people hoping to get a pinch off price action right away, right? So, boom. So we see some long and shorts either way. And then it kind of goes to the pattern. We have the low. We have the higher high, higher low here. Can we continue to put in this higher high? We want to break through the move. So we're looking for consolidation for Bitcoin. We're looking for a move to the upside here, out of the falling wedge to the upside. That's what I'm seeing. High seal got slammed like most coins. Now let's talk altcoins. Let's look at total 3, which is all the altcoins excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin man. And let's just take a look at what we're looking at. So we saw it as a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Looked absolutely beautiful. Falling wedge broke to the downside, which almost never happens. Will be the length of this pole. That's really the wedge there. And that's, you go straight down. When falling wedges go down, they go straight down. It's so funny how it is news. It is like the nonsense. But how, like, when you look at the actual idea, and I'm not saying I knew that was going down. We were looking for this nice, beautiful level to hold. So this either is going to wick us, or I'm just going to redesign what's going on here. And but that I've had that inverted head and shoulder drawn for like a week and a half now, maybe more. So the total market cap for all of the altcoins, it's looking pretty ugly. We have a heavy resistance at 414, right? Billion. Excuse me. And we got $309 billion as we're coming right back down to it. And we don't have the nicer pattern that Bitcoin's in, technically, right? Like, Bitcoin stayed inside the channel nicely. So they were both in the falling wedge, like so, right? Bitcoin held its wedge at the bottom. Bitcoin didn't break down like this. That's an M pattern, broke to the downside. Clear as day, right? So we need some type of reversal pattern back to the upside, or this could be making a bear flag that could continue to the downside. So, and right now, that's kind of like Bitcoin's doing. We're saying, like, that's some bear flag type of stuff for me personally. It really is. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame as well. Wants to bounce back up, but so far it's just been channeling through the channel. So I would expect to bounce back to the top of the channel here. Quick Quick little move for the alts back up to 314. But we're holding $309 billion. We lost a lot of money in altcoins. I mean, we're talking $30 billion erased in in dang near like 2 hours. Where did $30 billion go in 2 hours? Pretty insane. And then whenever you have that straight shot down, I mean, you have a length of a dump further down. So we're going to look at the 3S tokens, and we're going to break this down and talk about it. But the alts don't look amazing. They desperately need to get back above 311, 312 right here. Altcoins have to get back above this zone, even just to start the conversation. Then we can get a move to the upside. So it doesn't look amazing for the alts right now. I'll tell you that right now. I wish I could say it looks great. Time to load up with a bounce back up. But, I mean, this is definitely an ugly move for the altcoins. And we try to, find some type of pattern. I mean, we fell out of the falling wedge. That's it. There's really nothing else to break down. I can't sugarcoat it. Can't sweet talk it. That was nasty. And that's, I mean, we had the phantom short for you in the trading group, and you could have shorted anything you wanted, really. It didn't matter. Pick a coin, get a coin. The whole market was going to dump down to the downside here. 282 would be the measured move of this bear flag, and that's a bear flag. Just like we flip it upside down, we would trade that bullishly. So Bitcoin's in this right now, resetting with a falling wedge, but we're not getting the same move here for the altcoins, right? The only thing we could say is, I mean, we're in this falling wedge here. The only thing going for it is this slight, this slight cup and handle vibe here. The shallow, I call it a shallow cup and handle. Let's see if the 30-minute can do justice, and if we can close the candle above resistance here somewhere in the zone. And we can turn this into some type of Bart Simpson pattern where we just rip right back up to the upside, get back to this high volume node, and these alts can recover. So that's we basically need to get back inside the pattern. This needs to be a bear trap, and we need to rip back to the upside sooner than later for the altcoins to stay alive. So I'm watching these local areas. Once we break above this local area, a retest of this area would be the best plan, breakout, retest, and then that would be the really safest place to long, or a better place to long. Right now, this does say the 30-minute is on board with Bitcoin for possibly a bounce back to the upside. So that's just something I'm seeing possibly. It might be fun to trade tonight, but be careful. We could wipe out all the gains by tomorrow morning. It is Sunday into Monday with the volatility. And let's break down the schedule for you. CPI inflation on Tuesday. PPI inflation on Wednesday. Fed rate hike decision on Wednesday. Retail sales come in on Thursday. Jobless claims come in on Thursday. New York Manufacturing Index comes in on Thursday. Philly Manufacturing Index comes on Thursday. And consumer sentiment on Friday, right? And that CPI 4.9 previous April. Expected is 4.1. Let's see what happens. So there's a lot coming our way this week. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be up and down. Are you in it with me? Are you in it with me? I said, are you in it with me? I said, are you in it with me, baby? Are you ready to go where no traders have gone before? Are you ready to go into this tough space, this market where they're trying to rip our eyes out, trying to show us that we're blind, trying to see that we don't see what we see, but we know what we see? Wreck this week, bearish. Shout out to Squeaky Clean, Wait and Caspa, my babies, man. Shout out to GF Burke. Wait and Caspa held just fine, my man. And that's the dream team right there. Don't scream, you'll wake up my whole house, man. Interesting drawing. Let's go. So we're looking for this level, $312 billion. That's going to be our go-to that we need to get back above, all right? Otherwise, we're in a bear flag, and we're headed further to the downside, my friends. And that's just the facts of it when it comes to the total market cap. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, which can kind of tell us where we're going. I'm showing you that 3-day chart wants to rip to the upside. And I've been talking about the 3-day chart since I don't know how long. And look at Bitcoin dominance. We showed you it was in this kind of bull pennant. We showed you the 3-day chart wanted to rip. We're even saying this looks like Bitcoin could get a big move. We got a double bottom on Bitcoin dominance. And look, it's finally about to close a 3-day candle. It kind of did. No, it did. It closed tonight. At 8 p.m., it closed a 3-day candle above all the resistance candles. I mean, it's starting to kind of spread its wings, so to speak, and find its space. So you'd look for this to kind of stay above the zone. Shout out to gifting memberships. God bless you. It seems like they're trying to get the people bearish again and make them sell off, and then all of a sudden rip it back up again, and that's why everyone is scooping up with big money. Him and emails released on the 13th. Big, 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 big. Also, SEC will give explanation about regulations. Yeah, that'll be the day. Well, now it looks like he's getting investigated by Citadel for insider trading or something like that. Pretty creepy. The rabbit hole goes so much deeper and deeper and deeper. Shout out to all my lifers, man. Shout out to everyone grinding. I really appreciate it. Seeing a lot of work done this weekend. Just I saw people were traded all weekend long. It did not matter. The lifers are strong. You guys push me some days. I'm looking, I'm like, they're still going? How do they keep going, these guys? How do they do it? How do they do it? How do they keep going? Stephen Curry back to pass. All the way from downtown. All the way from downtown. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I bite my foot out. Everybody, this is my family. This is my dog, Brian, my wife, Lois, my daughter, Meg, and my son, Chris. We're from Quahog, and we love the crypto lifer. We sit on the car, we sit on the sofa just like the Simpsons, and we watch the crypto lifer every single day. I have a beer. My wife yells at me and calls me stupid, and we hang out together every single day. We watch Crypto Lifer because he's the best. Hey, Chris, go upstairs. You're starting to smell. You're farting too much. You had too many beats. God bless everybody here in the life. We love you. We appreciate you. Giggity, giggity, giggity. App got crushed, but had a nice bounce in a flag now. Old news on that, FYI. Shout out to Crypto Rambler. Are you looking for a way to contribute to the stream? Super chats are a great way to show your support. Send your super chats today. Dustin Kava. Love that. Shout out to the 500 beautiful souls in the live. 221 people. And thank you for being here on the weekly candle close. All right. Total market cap for all of cryptocurrency also looking high and dead in a nice cup and handle. Thing is retesting its previous highs too right here with an SR flip. We could see high and dead make some big gains. So just something on my radar. My Filecoin has passed away. Any idea where the bottom is? Filecoin got sold off. Also, what I saw was Grayscale like abandoned their fund. They do this sometimes. Like they stop. Like they decide not to carry a coin anymore. And everyone gets excited when they do and they buy it up. Like, oh, Grayscale's got it. Then they give up on it, and people are like, oh, man. And so let's take a look at all the shorts here and see if there's still gains in the shorts. See, like I posted this sushi flag, and went over it the other day and yesterday, last night, and sushi did continue up for 17% gains. Phantom shorts, in this flag too, didn't make the same amount of gains. Kind of in this broadening flag now, but could continue to the upside. Yeah, some bearish divergence, though, telling me that this is probably going to be the end of a nice run. But let's see. Let's look at it on the daily time frame. Called this short before it pumped beautifully to the upside. It was a nice short. 15-minute looked like a beautiful bull pennant and continued to the upside on a massive move. Yeah, you're getting overbought on multiple time frames. All right, MACD stretch it a little bit. Doesn't mean we can't continue, but when Bitcoin pumps, we get this little consolidation. We'll see where that takes us. If we can consolidate, continue, there could be some more, depending. Yeah, GALA short right there. So, we're starting to flag. The shorts are technically flagging out a little bit, though. Just saying there may still be a sell-off coming. This may not be over. And with the volatility, we really, if the Feds raise rates on us out of nowhere, oh my gosh. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So, again, right now, the odds are in our favor that they won't, but you never know, right? What does that mean? We have a 71% chance that we're going to stay current at the rates we're at, right? Obviously, when they fill out the TGA, which is the Treasury General Account, they take money out of the markets. They squeeze the market. So it's very similar to them raising rates. So how do they raise rates and fill the TGA without completely just dumping all over the markets? They really can't. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. So anyway, and Bitcoin's flat right now. Where do I see it when we wake up tomorrow morning? Honestly, I see it just going up and down sideways. I wouldn't be surprised if the market acts timid couple of days and we get this just sideways price action. We end up somewhere in this circled zone when we wake up tomorrow morning, 8 hours later. That's kind of what I see happening. Bitcoin similar, kind of loafing between 25,750 or 25,800 and about 26,100. I just kind of see this area. I would love a gap up to the upside. I think they would wait at least for New York to open at 9 a.m. for that to start to short, or maybe even when I go live around that 9 to 10 area, and then we'll see what happens. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY, which is important to check every couple of days, every day, mostly. So I gave you my prediction for Bitcoin for the night. Don't really have to talk about it again. I hope we're sitting there. Because you go through a lot, and eventually I gotta make a call. So right now, we've been looking at the 3-day chart for the dollar index. That's the main chart that I've been watching and just kind of breaking down, right? And when we look at it, you can see there was a hidden bearish divergence. Hidden bearish is when you got to swing up on the RSI, but you got to swing down on price action. Usually tells you that you're going to make a low, then the low that's inside of the divergence. And so I'm looking for the dollar index to take this tumbo-dumbo jump down to the downside. Also, the stochastics want to take you down. It would make sense. Down, up, down in this bigger channel. So that's what we're looking at. I heard someone talk about a golden cross coming there on the 22-hour time frame, and we are in a flag. So we've played that a few times, but we'll see. It doesn't always mean we're going to get a bump. Not every time, but, the last time we had a golden cross was back here. Massive pump. Here we had just a little bit. It kind of looks like this flag here and the golden cross. It's interesting. They look very similar. There's another one there. There's just a tiny one that really didn't play out and we still dumped. So let's hope we get something like that. Again, but it's rare. It's more rare it's more likely we do get a pump based on probability, but I'm looking at that 3-day chart and this kind of double top scenario here. But this isn't a flag. You are getting oversold, all right? Kind of a slight hidden bullish divergence there. It's not perfect, but I'll show you what I mean. This is, kind of flat. Well, that's like sharply to the upside. So I'm getting a lot of mixed signals in the macro, to be honest, but not on the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart's telling me we'll be okay. So maybe, we get this pump because the 22-hour does look pretty bullish, right? 4-hour also has room to move to the upside too as well. So we could get this pump up. It could be a bull trap, and then we could start to break down. Or we could double top here, something like that. Major resistance for the dollar is 104.33. We get above that, and we're gonna have, that's a kind of a breakout of the bigger channel too as well. So only time will tell, but the 3-day chart does suggest we could go lower, but we'd have to get through this 22-hour first. So we got to pay homage to the smaller time frames before we can move to the bigger ones. That's kind of what I learned, man. You got to respect. You got to respect it. So this is a flag that doesn't look amazing, and we could get a pump for Bitcoin and the dollar. Just one thing to think about. People don't realize both could pump together. There's a knack that could happen. Man, look at that shirt. Look at more Miami-ish than Boston. Oh, baby. You know it. You know how we roll, baby. You know what? I'm loving Miami. I'm feeling Miami all the time. It's still in me ever since I left Miami, but Miami never left me, baby. I left Miami, but Miami never left me. And we did say, didn't we just say that we were going to get a pump here out of this falling wedge to the upside? The aggressive 30-minute looked beautiful. And so far, we got the pump, 26,000 for Bitcoin. So, a Keltner channel. Bang, bang, bang. This one seems like a mimic of those indeed. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. It does, but repainting is bad, man. Don't repaint, said Smurf. And never clone alone. Never clone alone. Wow, nice pump for Bitcoin. Back to the upside here. We still got legs in this 30-minute. I'm watching this. This is a nice wedge. Wants to break us on out to the upside. We could even kind of tighten it up there and say, it is. That's a breakout. It's a clean little breakout on this wedge to the upside. We did call this move like a second ago. Not amazing. It's Sunday night into Monday morning. A lot of times I don't even trade Sunday night into Monday morning. I'll be honest with you. But I see something brewing here. This could be our low at this double bottom so far, holding us down. And that bullish divergence in the 8-hour time frame that I'm sticking to is starting to pay off. So we'll see. But the 8-hour looks good to me. The 30-minute still has room to move. and Bitcoin is breaking out of the falling wedge to the upside. Shout out to someone who said Bitcoin. You got my attention. I appreciate that. The Bombo. There's a cup and handle there too. Yeah, it's got a bit of a cup and handle. I see it too. There's your cup. There's your handle. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. The city is always with you. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Broward County was the last bear market this long to get out of. Oh, it was even worse. The bear market, I'll tell you about sit down and I'll tell you about the bear markets, boy. They're long and cold. And the walkers come and they look at you and they try to take your wallets. Bear markets are tough, man. Once you go through a bear market, you're never the same as a human. No, I'm being honest. It teaches you so much patience. It's like a cleansing. You know what I mean? It's kind of, they like, which I don't agree with. Dade County. Oh, yeah, Dade County. Dade County. That's what it is. Dade. Shout out to Stack McChange. Dade County, baby. You look great, Sam. Shout out to Ghost DZ, man. God bless you, brother. Shout out to all the people that love themselves and they're able to love me with constant support and love. I really appreciate it. How does this guy drink water all the time over here? So here's the deal. Wade County. Guys, are you fasting? No, I'm not fasting. Oh, the water fast. I got a day through my water fast. I gotta really be like, all right, I'm gonna water fast. Lifer for the win, but I drink a lot of water though. That's one thing I do. I do. So we talked about the short, we talked about the longs. I want to see the shorts kind of hang out a little bit. Uni was hot. You know what I mean? They're flagging out. So the altcoins don't look amazing, and Bitcoin dominance is revving up. It's suggesting like Litecoin's in a flag too. The short, that is, And these say that Bitcoin get a huge pump and the altcoins could continue to dump. I just want you to understand that. It could be all Bitcoin all the time, baby. Just be careful. I think pull trap. What you think really doesn't matter though. You got to go by the charts. You know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. The undershirt looks Miami Vice. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. When I do crypto polls, I always strive to be in the minority. Market reacts to the majority of the time. So right now we're pretty close though. Which CME gap will close? 42% say 34, 58% say 21. This is the live stream, so we're a little different than the other streams. All right. And that brings me to the news real quick. Let's get to the news real quick. In and out. Please, we got you. You're going to love it. Don't say, I'm like, please don't leave. The news is going to be fun. Trust me. Trust me on this one. Just. Shout out to everybody here on the live. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day on my Crypto Lifer show, I play the Crypto Lifer. That's who I am. And, I put my life into crypto and we hang out with the lifers. This is the trading group. And every single day we go over the news on my show, the Crypto Lifer Show. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. The first thing I want to break down is Polygon Labs' response to the SEC's claim that Matic is a security. Polygon Labs claims it did not target the U.S. in its efforts to make Matic widely available. The SEC called Polygon's token a security in its lawsuit against Binance. Polygon has responded to the United States Securities Exchange Commission and claims that Matic is an unregistered security. After stating that the token was developed outside the U.S., deployed outside the U.S., and focused to this day on global community that supports the network, Polygon Labs claims that Matic was a necessary part of Polygon technology from day one, ensuring that the network would be secure and remains so to this day. The development and growth team for the Polygon blockchain also said its actions did not target the U.S., while ensuring Matic was available to a wide group of persons. The price of Matic declined nearly 2% of the day after dropping more than 33% over the past week. Polygon Labs comments following from the delisting of the fintech app Robinhood, which also removed support for Solana, Cardano as a result of the SEC's labeling specific coins and tokens as securities. In its lawsuit against Binance, the world's largest crypto, they called Matic and 11 other tokens securities. Polygon just said, we're not really about y'all. We're about us. And we don't really care what you're doing over here. Interesting. Binance Labs and Fund Plus leads a 6.6 investment in Fusionist. Might want to write that down, as Binance usually picks winners and doesn't play around. Get out of platforms. Former SEC chief warrants. SEC veteran John Reed Stark explained why he believes the crypto exchanges are in for a long battle with the U.S. regulatory agency. John Reed Stark, a 19-year veteran, former attorney in the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission Enforcement Division, former SEC Office of Internet Enforcement Chief, is warned to get out of crypto platforms now. The SEC used Binance holdings in CZ Changpan on June 5th. The following day, the regulatory sued crypto exchange Coinbase. My take is the SEC is spot on with their crypto-related enforcement efforts. No matter what the carnival barkers promise, it's an axiomatic that crypto trading platforms are high-risk, perilous, and inherently unsafe. This guy is a hater. Stark explained that his belief stems from the lack of registration with the SEC, which directly correlates to a lack of operational supervision, a severe lack in customer protection. I mean, but they were meeting with the guy every single week at FTX. What was going on there? It seemed like there were some backdoor ideas there. I mean, you tell me it was a little weird, so I don't know. This article kind of seems to be fishing, kind of stirring up some fear. Someone wants to buy more altcoins. 133 billion enters U.S. banking system in 2 weeks as deposit panic witnesses an abrupt U-turn. The mass flight out of capital of the U.S. banking system is witnessing an abrupt reversal. In the last 2 weeks, depositors have added 133 billion to the American bank account as panic over the safety in the system subsides. In the last week alone, customers piled 46 billion into U.S. banks, according to fresh data. The inflows have coincided with a rebound in regional banking stocks, with the shares of PacWest Bancorp bouncing from 6 all the way to 853 at the time of purchasing, 645. Increasing optimism in the banking sector is buoyed by a potential pause on the interest rate hikes for the Federal Reserve. Despite the short-term recovery, the overall health of American banks remains in question. In the past week, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned that further consolidation in the banking sector is likely amid troubles in the commercial real estate sector. So even she's telling you to be careful. At the end of the day, no matter what they say, they fractional reserve lend, which means they're based on debt. It means every time you put something in the bank, they have to push out debt out of the bank. And if they can't sell debt, then they, because they have to sell a loan to someone. They're in the business of selling debt. You have to realize that, right? They want someone to take a loan out every single day. They need loans, that right? At the end of the day, they take your money and get out loans. At the end of the day, when you put your money into the bank, you're giving them a loan for your money, which they then loan out to somebody else. It's a constant cycle. So no matter what they say about the banking system, at the end of the day, I mean, 50, 60 years from now, Bitcoin will prevail way better at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter. So, and this AI1, after 3 million private sale and seed funding, AI1 reveals staking platform is a new one, AI1, which has also got the AI in there. Interesting, kind of might catch a little bit of a buzz with the AI in the next few weeks. Might write that down as well. Satoshi Labs introduces Vexel Foundation with KYC-free P2P Bitcoin app and financial tyranny index. Satoshi's Labs, the creator of the Treasure hardware wallet, has announced the launch of the Vexel Foundation at the BTC Prague conference. A press release shared with Bitcoin Magazine said the foundation aims to restore financial power to individuals and promote personal and financial freedom. It takes a critical stance against KYC practices and, according to release, believes that the technology should empower individuals rather than control them. The Vexel Foundation has also introduced the Financial Tyranny Index, which measures the extent of status interventions in the financial space. Statist, like putting out, like this has to be like, a Stalin state. Initial findings, according to Vexel, reveal high levels of financial state control in Western democracies such as France, Belgium, Canada, and the Netherlands. The Vexel Foundation's mission is supported by its mobile app, Vexel, which provides a private, secure platform for peer-to-peer Bitcoin transactions without KYC or institutional interference. Leah Petrovosova, CEO of Vexel, describes it as more than just an application, stating it's the embodiment of our vision for financial autonomy. The foundation says it welcomes collaboration with organizations. Interesting. So they want to go to war, as you can see. I mean, they're not sitting down. And Argentina, ready to support Bitcoin with gathering and an event in Buenos Aires. So it's getting bigger and growing throughout the space. So that's your news. Hope that keeps you excited and kind of into what's happening. And viewership went up during the news. This is amazing. We kept 500 viewers, actually went up even more. I love to see that. Let's get back into the charts. Let's get back into having fun on this beautiful Sunday night. Shout out to everybody here for the weekly close. As we stay positive, we push forward, and we believe in ourselves every single day. We love you, and we thank you for your viewership. Everyone on my team, believe you me, we work every single day to give you the best possible experience here trading cryptocurrency. We want you to learn. We want you to have fun. We want you to get educated, but we also want you to be entertained while you're doing it. If we can do both of those things, then we did our job. So I'd watch these. Honestly, GALA looks like it could pump to the upside, so I'd be careful for the volatility. But it looks like the war is not done on these altcoins. They still may get a pretty big sell-off. Some people were off for the weekend. When they see what happened, they maybe continue to kind of get a push to the downside. So even though Bitcoin may look good, maybe, well, he likes Bitcoin. It's like, well, that doesn't mean every coin looks amazing, right? So a lot of these alts, these leading alts, look like they may bleed some more. And Bitcoin dominance wants to pump continuously. That's not good for the altcoins. When Bitcoin dominance pumps, altcoins usually dump, especially if we get Bitcoin pumping pretty hard. So I would watch the 3S tokens closely. Is it too late for love? It never is. Last thing we want to look at is U.S. tether dominance. I used to be at the club like... I should have been a DJ in my last life. I just love music. Music gets you going. Music gets you feeling it. Takes you to another place in time inside your mind. You gotta love the music. So look, tether dominance also looking like it's in a bit of a flag here too that could get another pump to the upside. Interesting. 1 hour time frame. We are at a high point here for tether dominance. Let's take a look at our daily time frame. I've been watching this consolidative move. We kind of have a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. We don't want to get above this resistance. The daily is getting a little high, and the 3-day chart, like I pointed out, looks absolutely like it could be double topping here and ready for a move to the downside. So it had its double bottom, but it's kind of sitting here. We were looking for this to move. So that's a little flag. Maybe it gets a little pump, come back down, but so we are looking at a flag there on like what, the 22-hour time frame, or the 4 hour here. Okay, 4 hour, the 1 hour. It does have a nice little move here, but that might be short-lived with the bearish divergence, and then we could fall further to the downside. So the bigger time frame says we're done, but anything could happen. Also, we kind of got this rising wedges. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, at least to where they began. So it looks like we might get a temporary pump for tether dominance, but if everything is going well, we're going to get the rate not hiked. Get it? The rate not hiked. Get it? The rate hike. The rate. Come on. So we're not going to get the rate hike at all. Okay? And then we're going to see the market start to intervene. And then risk-on assets are going to begin to pump, right? Tesla's going to pump. S&P is going to pump. Let's take a look at ES futures for tomorrow morning. See what's happening. They gapped up recently out of the flag to the upside, and they're still in a flag here on the 1 hour time frame. Ooh, this tells me that's a smoking. Wow, I mean, this could get sizzling. 43.5. We're entering bullish territory, breaking the previous high. And I was watching, Lisa Abramovich and the team. Shout out to Lisa and the whole team out there. We love you. I watch them sometimes in the morning, just on extra fast. I like to listen to traditional market ideas. I also like how they run the show. I want to I'm always learning, always listening, always paying attention. And the 1 hour looks absolutely beautiful for an open. This thing's going to start to move here when futures kick in. This looks very, very nice. So I see some bullish tones for the S&P futures as well as they start to front run the Monday move into that rate hike. So again, could risk-on assets have their day in the sun? Looks like there may be one little pump left for the little things, but so altcoins don't look amazing. Bitcoin starts to look good, yeah, so S&P futures looking pretty spicy too to me. So things are getting heated. We're starting to see what's happening in the market here. All right. And again, it's going to be you could even sit this one out. It depends. But scared money don't make money. So It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. You got to do use. You got to do use over here. High Seal's the big winner. High Fluff getting a pump too. We've been in High Fluff since down here. Crazy. HICLONEX attempting to try to make a bottom here. Trying to double bottom off the previous levels of its lows. The high coins have been hot. Bitcoin goes sideways. We get any kind of relief. These high coins are going to pump. What are they? They're fractional reserves of NFTs, right? Or fractional of NFTs that you can play. And they're made off Fracton protocol, which is a great idea, right? And then they got eaten up on KuCoin. Can only really see them on KuCoin. That's where they trade mainly. I don't know if they have an exclusive with them, but that's what it's all about. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it on Twitter. Sam Price, if you got to follow me out there, I appreciate it. Let's get us to 15,000 by tonight. Only 57 more people to follow me, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see, people say, do you want more Bitcoin after all this, or are you done with cryptocurrency? Do you want more Bitcoin after all this, or are you done with crypto? And we're going to call them crypto assets. They're not cryptocurrencies because currencies aren't what we got. We got assets here. These things could be used in all different ways. Altcoins trending right now with Megan Fox too. Right. Altcoins obviously out trending her though. You know, I'm just being honest. And we could be in the depression stage for, at the beginning of the depression stage. I mean, we are definitely down in the dumps right now, though. And this is just where, only the strong survive. What I like about this is true shakeout. If you've never been shaken out, if you've never been through this, I've been through this, I think, 3 times now. So, with the regular stock market in 2008 getting absolutely crushed, right? Then watching 2017 get the dump. Then watching the dump after 2020 halving and into 2021 and 2022. And now just, seeing just the massive nastiness that we're seeing. And these levels, the price has gone. Like, think about it. Cardano went from 8 cents or 2 cents all the way to $1.31. Came all the way back down to 8 cents again. And then went all the way to $3.31. And now it's back again to 30 and 20 cents. It's like, what these alts do is it buries you. If you're holding them long term, it buries you. It's not easy, you know what I mean? That's why Bitcoin to me is the play. It's all about the Bitcoin, man. It's all about the Bitcoins. So, I'm looking at GALA for a possible pump to the upside out of this beautiful flag. The bigger time frame said they were getting spent, though. Like, the daily's getting overbought. So, even though the flag looks good, we are getting somewhat overbought on the daily time frame. And we're very extended. So, telling us that, hey, it's not all bad for these altcoins. Let's look at GALA by itself. And I do hold GALA. We started trading GALA when it first ever came out back in the day. So what we hope for is this is going to get back inside the pattern and break back up to the upside, and we're basically attempting a higher low double bottom here, right? And GALA's just making this rounded bottom, and it could even be a bigger rounded bottom, something like this. And over time, it's just consolidating. Somewhere by May of 2024, it's going to start creeping out of the bottom. That's what and that would make 100% sense. A year from now, a little under a year from now, things are going to change, but it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take its time. All right. Let me jump into the chat. I didn't see it yet. I did see it, but I didn't, I want to see if there's any super chats, anything coming on in. Since Crypto Billy, I'm holding Ben, nothing, not trading, holding. I got some Ben token too. It's been very quiet with all these memes. SHIB is too quiet. Funny. And here we go again. Let's see what the poll says. Out of 352 votes, a lot of votes. Thank you for everyone jumping on in. 56% say 21. 44% say 34. It's almost like that's a really close. That's really, really close. More Bitcoin, please, said Wells Saldivar. Taking care of my garden as you teach the TA. Man, I swear the opossums are robbing me worse than Gary Gensler. I bet if he could steal my tomatoes, he would. You got to get something around those things. Cash and on crypto, man. Shout out to Dubs with the thumbs up. We love you, Dubs. I'm waiting for another dump. I'm short until then. Last time FTX went down, the market teased us with the bullish divs in the higher too. But we kept dumping. We'll see what happens. So he's staying short. You hear that? And a lot of people are short. The majority of the market is short right now. So only time will tell. Only time will tell. We'll take a glance at BOOKMAP. One more look at the charts. 25,920 as Bitcoin's playing games. And that's what should happen on a Sunday night into Monday morning. All right. That's the kind of stuff that you see. A lot of fake outs, breakouts. But we are, I'm SR flipping the zone. So far, so good with moves and gas on the 30-minute. So again, my prediction is we go sideways. I already said it before, but my prediction is we come back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., and Bitcoin somewhere between 25.8 and 26.1. I know it's like a $300 range, somewhere in that zone. And then that's what we're looking for, in my humble opinion. So I'm calling a sideways move. We wake up tomorrow somewhat sideways. When New York opens, we probably jettison down, jettison up. They play games. Eventually bring us to the upside through this gap of the VRVP. We stop somewhere at 26,469. That's what I'm looking at after the bounce off the bullish divergence in the 8-hour time frame. But anything is possible. Double bottom here too as well. And again, but it also could be a descending triangle. All right. This is one last thing I want to leave you with. Also has some kind of descending triangle vibes. And if we break down here and we get tight, that could likely break to the downside. So if we end up back down in here, we don't break out of here. We break out of here, I stay long. We break down in here, I close that long, right? And may even flip short at the right time. So I'm open-minded to anything. I'm not a bear boy or a perma bull, all right? I'm not a moon boy. I'm just a guy that looks at the charts and likes to play them either way. In the long term, I do believe Bitcoin will go up in value, but I'm looking for opportunity every single day, whether it's short or long, no matter what happens in the market. Shout out, charts convey unfinished business to the bottom. Crypto is going to 180K next year. Preliminary pump is September. Crypto's going to 180,000. You mean Bitcoin? I don't know what he means, but nobody knows. But people are going to position for the FOMC. We could see a pop. Close below the 200 weekly bearish, but need to follow through to confirm. They've got 2 days. We are in the depression stage where I'm so excited for a dump. Is that just me? I mean, we're getting very close to like where the prices will probably never be this cheap again. So they need the blockchain and crypto for the AI innovation. No one normally want to understand AI, so they could be a huge media story to distract until the 2024 election going into the halving. Looks a bit like an inverted cat ears forming. Amen. I hope Gensler ends up in prison for shorting Bitcoin before the announcement. It's a crime. They found, did he really do that? That's insane. Is the weekly RSI getting very low on the Bitcoin, so getting bullish? Yeah. I don't think the Fed is done hiking rates. It looks like they may hike rates in July. You know what I mean? But we'll see. So we went over all the dates that you have to look forward to. We're going to give you privy to this information in the trading group, and we're going to work our butt off every single day to keep you guys going, to keep you guys informed, and to show you the way. So no matter what happens, I don't want to see you getting blindsided and wrecked and liquidated. I want to see you on the right side of the trade, or even if you lose a trade, I hope you only get hit with a small stop loss. You move on. You're risking 1% of your portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But I'll put my life on the line to make sure I can help you not make mistakes. And that's the key. And that's why I'm here every single day, right? Because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. All right? I want to keep you from the pain if I can. And if you have to feel some pain, you're going to have to feel it. But I hope we can mitigate the process. And I like to see people winning all the time. And I see a lot of winners around the lifers. So God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. I love you all. See you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as we soar through the skies and continue to go. Thank you for the Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Thank you for ES1, the dollar index. We looked at different things, either some altcoins as well. And I wouldn't overtrade tonight. If you have a trade, I'm keeping it open, but we'll see what happens. God bless you all, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.